Hello Easy Nation and welcome to another excellent top 10 video. As I talked about last month, every month I'm going to do a top 10 movie related to a certain movie that's coming out in the month that, for this month we have the movie Argyile come out, the new movie directed by Matthew Vaughn, which I really wish he'd get out of this genre, but since he's in this genre, this gives me a perfect excuse to talk about my top 10 favorite spy movies. This is a movie list I have done before. I did this back on the Easy K show with Franny Cage. I don't know really what I had in my list this last time. I think I still had a lot of the same movies, but it's fun to do this on video. So yeah, let's do this 10 through 1. So my number 10. This was the movie that I was just kind of like, do I want to put a Bond movie in there, or do I want to throw in something completely different? And so I'm decided to go with a Bond movie because James Bond dominates this top 10. There's 3 Bond movies, and I haven't seen all the Bond movies, but this is definitely, I think, one of the best ones. And my number 10 is Goldfinger. Goldfinger is such a good movie. I mean, it has one of the classic Bond villains. It's got probably the best Bond girl. I think Pussy Galore is the one in Goldfinger. It's got some of the best lines. He's like, "No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die." I mean, and the story is very self-contained about Goldfinger trying to steal all the gold from Fort Knox. I think that's a really cool story. So yeah, and it's classic Sean Connery James Bond. I mean, it's hard to beat. So yeah, Goldfinger I had to put at number 10, and I was fighting this one or maybe like Central Intelligence. But overall, I said, this is my list. Who cares if there's a lot of one genre or one franchise of movies? My number 9 is Bridge of Spies. This is a 2015 Steven Spielberg directed movie starring Tom Hanks, Mark Rylance, and this is based off a true story. It was about an actual exchange of spies during the Cold War. Whenever you had the UN, you had the spy plane incident happen. We had a spy. We had a Soviet spy. They had an American spy, and we swapped places. And Tom Hanks is just so good in this movie as usual. And yeah, Bridge of Spies is good. And one thing is, it's not an action movie; it's a drama. And that's what makes this a spy movie, because it's actual story. It's actually about real life spies. So I think this movie was really good and definitely worthy of being on this spy movie list. At number 8, I'm going with Casino Royale, my second Bond movie on this list. And I really like Casino Royale. It is an origin story for James Bond. You kind of get a sense of who he becomes, the poker games. Mads Mikkelsen as the main bad guy is great. And Daniel Craig is, as a first outing as James Bond, kills it in this role. So yeah, Casino Royale is definitely one that I love and really love this movie. At number 7, I'm going with Kingman, The Secret Service. Speaking of Matthew Vaughn, this movie kind of it makes fun of the spy movie genre, but it also pays tribute to a lot of the spy movie stuff that people love. Taron Egerton, which was really the first movie I ever saw him. I think really his first big time movie. The action in this movie is great. Colin Firth, who's known as a dramatic actor, turned into a kick-ass action star. I mean, Freebird, it's alone great, and also Sam Jackson plays a pretty cool villain. And like I said, I think Kingsman's a great movie. I really love this one. At number 6, I'm going with Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Captain America: The Winter Soldier is it a spy movie? Is it not a spy movie? When I Google search it, it's not popping up as a spy movie. It is definitely a spy movie. Captain America, he's working within S.H.I.E.L.D. S.H.I.E.L.D. is a secret agency in the department. There's a secret cell of Hydra inside S.H.I.E.L.D. S.H.I.E.L.D. This is definitely a spy movie. And the action is awesome. It's probably my favorite MCU movie. It's probably my favorite self-contained MCU movie, because, you know, Infinity War is probably my favorite, but Winter Soldier kicks ass. And the action in the movie is great. The characters is great. I love seeing Captain America. When the movie starts off and he's on the boat and he kicks the guy right off the boat, you're like, this is a different kind of Captain America. And I'm all for it. And the villains is great. The reveal of Winter Soldier was cool. I really liked Winter Soldier. I think it's definitely worthy to be on this spy movie list. My number 5 is Mission Impossible: Rogue Nation. Most people would probably put Fallout over Rogue Nation, but for me, I like Rogue Nation a little more. I like the reveal. This is really set up to Fallout, because Fallout you really get more of this. But in Rogue Nation, I always love the setup. Setup is great, and the action scenes are incredible. Yeah, and then also we're bringing in Rebecca Ferguson into the movie was great. She's a kick-ass spy. Yeah, Mission Impossible Rogue Nation is awesome. My number 4 is Argo, and just like with Bridge of Spies, this is based off a true story, and unlike this is actually a spy mission, and this is a story that actually happened. The movie is directed incredibly well by Ben Affleck about trying to get about getting these Americans out of the Iran hostage situation, and then we're filming a fake movie. The movie is so tense, like the last 20-30 minutes you're at the edge of your seat. I just recently rewatched it last year, and it's such good, and I love Argo. The cast is great. Ben Affleck's great. Bryan Cranston is awesome. Argo, I've talked about this movie a lot on a lot of my channel, but I think Argo's definitely good. My number 3 is Bourne Identity. Bourne Identity is the movie that you're like, can Matt Damon be an action star? He can be an action star. He has no recollection of who he is. All he has is these he has these memories stuck in his head, and then he finds out, oh yeah, he was an assassin for his organization, the secret sleeper cell known as Treadstone, and then he's like, I know I can run this far distance. If I know I need to find a gun, I can either look behind the cash register. Why do I know all this information? And the action's good, and it really set up these Bourne movies to be something really cool. Be the American James Bond, just a little more realistic. And yeah, the Bourne movies are awesome. I really love these films. My number 2 is North by Northwest. This is the classic 1950s Alfred Hitchcock movie starring Cary Grant, who Cary Grant kind of gets roped into this world of spy games. He's just a news reporter. He works for a paper, and then he gets roped into these spy games. Almost ends up in his life. The Mount Rushmore scene is iconic. Him run away from the crop duster is iconic. And then how he has to work with the CIA, I think it was the CIA, in order to get rid of these evil men. Yeah, North by Northwest I had to throw in a classic film, and North by Northwest is definitely worthy on this list. And my number 1 spy movie of all time is Skyfall. This is no secret. Skyfall is a truly incredible film. Really, I think the defining Daniel Craig Bond movie. But not just that. I mean, at this point in Skyfall, Daniel Craig really became James Bond. But the villain played by I can't remember what his name is, but he is so good in this movie. Like as Silver, who basically goes out to destroy Judi Dench's M character in this movie. Also progressively shows the passing of the M torch to Ralph Fiennes. And then the action with the iconic car scene, and then the battle at the Skyfall Manor is incredible. I love Skyfall, and it's definitely why it's the best spy movie. So guys, that ends my top 10 spy movies of all time. I love doing these top 10s. If you've not seen one, you need to check it out. And I'm interested to see Argyile. I don't know if I'll see it or not, but if I do, check out the Darth Vader YouTube channel this month, February. Wow, I can't believe it's already February. So guys, what's your favorite spy movie of all time? Wherever it is, comment below. Let me know, guys. Let me see if I've done about subscribe to more and tell your friends about East Nation. All too easy.